Hey guys, so I wanted to leave a message with it being Mental Health Awareness Month coming to an end. I really wanted to talk about some things just with my own experience. And I also have to leave a disclaimer. I am not a mental health professional. I'm just sharing things from my perspective. And one of the things I like to tell people is that, and I know I sound always like a broken record, but I feel like this is just always so true, is everything that goes up must come down, right? So everything that goes down has to come back up. So you'll always get through it. And I know people say that, but I do believe even if there's some things that you may feel like you may never get over in life, you do get through things, right? And I would just always recommend and I always emphasize that, things are temporary. And I know that it kind of feels like that is kind of always pushed and ingrained into us. It's so true. Um, Even when it doesn't feel like it's temporary and it just does not feel like it's temporary and it can last. It's gonna pass. So, always reach out, have support. One thing I found is I really work on my mindset and I take it very, very serious because your brain is so important. Your mental health is so important and it's so underestimated, and people slag off a lot of times people that want to talk about mental health, and that's why I'm so big on here about that. What I like to say is something I struggle with is cognitive function, and that's because I do have ADHD. And so with that, sometimes I can fall into that kind of, bed rotting period where I don't get out of bed. And I just push myself to do some of the smallest things, which can be get out, brush my hair, brush my teeth, or, you know, put on something nice, pick up some music. Oh my gosh, music has just got me out of some of the worst funks. Um, Whatever it takes to, push yourself forward because you are important. Everybody has a purpose, and nobody is less, nobody's more. We all should really treat each other with more decency and compassion towards ourselves. That's a part of really a part of kindness. You hear kindness all the time. The biggest part is have compassion towards yourself. Take time that you need for yourself. And I know we usually know when we need a break, but really, really try to dive into it sometimes. So that's all I really wanted to leave. Um, I'm going to leave some links, like I said, below. And I just hope that, everybody keeps sharing the message of how important it is. And we're, treating each other with respect and kindness and just trying to do our best to, you know, get that great mindset going. That's all I can ask. So that's the rest of my message. Thanks, guys.